Alright then guys, so just a chilled one today, more of a relaxed kind of video, nothing fancy, probably not even going to edit this too much. I just want to give some advice to some young entrepreneurs out there because I know at least 60 to 70% of my audience are under the age of 21. I know a lot of you probably work full-time jobs, maybe you're at college, maybe you're going to university, and a lot of you guys are yet to start a business. You know, a lot of you guys want to live life on your own terms. You know, you see all these cool cars, you want, you want this, you want to have a purpose, you want to start your own company, you want to go and travel the world, whatever it may be, but you're kind of stuck in a rut. And the reason that a lot of you are stuck in a rut is probably because you're getting pulled in several different directions, right? One thing is that you may yourself not know what you want to do. You may know that you want to start a business, but you don't know what, you don't have any direction in life. And the second part to that, which everybody, isn't like this. Some people are fortunate to have parents that 100% support them no matter what. But I know a lot of you guys are in a position where you want to start your own business, but everything else is pulling back against you. Your friends, your family, your co-workers, your people that you go to school with or university with, everybody besides yourself don't believe in you, okay? And I want to speak a little bit to that today. I want to give you my advice as someone who has kind of been through both sides of that. I've been somebody who up until the age of about 21 years old, I was somebody who wanted to start a business, but realistically didn't think that that could ever happen. And instead, I had no direction. I went to university with really no idea what I wanted to do, just for the sake of going to university because I was told that that was the right path for my life. Also someone who had, yes, a lot of friends and family who did support me, but I also had a lot of friends and family who didn't support me. People who thought I was stupid, who kind of thought I would fail, thought that this sort of whole internet business was just a way to not go and get a full-time job, just kind of like a cop-out. They thought I was going to lose loads of money. So I can relate to sort of both aspects. Now, not everybody here watching this is going to have both of these things. Not everybody is going to have, all of it. But a lot of you guys watching this will have either one or the other. And I kind of want to speak to how you can combat that as someone who is young, someone who is impressionable right now. Okay. Now, I just want to make things clear. You do not have to take this advice. This is purely an opinion of mine. You don't have to agree with it. I'm just going to give you my 2 cents on this, okay? So my big opinion on this, okay, and I don't want to piss off anybody's parents. I don't want to annoy anybody. But at the end of the day, sometimes in life you have to be selfish to be unselfish. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, most people, most friends and family, they want you to do something. Right, but that's selfish for them, okay? They think they know what's best for you, okay? Even your parents who have got, who gave birth to you, okay? Probably know you better than anyone else, probably spent more time with you than anyone else. Your parents even don't know what's best for you. They may think they know what's best for you, and they may think what the advice they're giving you is for the best, but the truth is the only person that really knows what's best for them is you. You're the only person on this planet with 100% DNA and makeup as you. You're the only person on this planet that truly, truly, truly at a deep spiritual level knows what makes you happy, okay? Not for Instagram, not to be cool in front of your friends, not to just tell people that you enjoyed it when you really didn't, not to be polite, but 100% truly makes you happy. Nobody knows that besides you, okay? So why on earth do your parents think it's okay to dictate what you do with your life, okay? Now, I understand your parents think they may want what's best for you. Your parents may tell you to go and be a doctor because they think and they tell you that's going to be what's best for you. You'll regret it if you don't do it in a few years, okay? And I'm not saying you shouldn't go to university. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to college. But you should only really go and do those things if it's what you want to do. As a young entrepreneur, someone right now with your whole life ahead of you, okay? If you want to become an accountant, or if you want to become a doctor, or if you want to become a lawyer, okay, and you need to go to university to get that, then by all means go to university and do that, all right? But at the same time, if you want to become a business owner, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to start an online business, don't let your friends and family tell you that you cannot do that, okay? You should go and do whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever makes you happy, not about the money, not for clout, not for all this other stuff, okay? Because you want to do it. Now, if that means, okay, that you're gonna upset some friends, if that means you're gonna upset some family members, that means you're gonna fail. You still need to do it because that's what's true to yourself, okay? That's true. What's true to you as an entrepreneur. That's what's true to you as somebody who wants to succeed. That's true to you as an individual, you know? So the first key point here is don't do what your parents tell you to do just because your parents tell you to do it, right? If you want to become a doctor because you want to be a doctor and only you want to be a doctor, then by all means go to college, go to university, go and do it. But you really need to be careful that you're not getting forced into do something that you don't want to do, because at the end of the day, when you're there pulling a 12-hour shift, doing 18-hour work days, if you're there, you know, being an accountant, being an entrepreneur even, whatever it may be you want to do, you're the person that's got to spend 40, 60, 80, 100-hour weeks doing that. You're the person that's got to live and breathe that to succeed in that industry, in that area. Not your parents, not your friends' opinions, okay? You need to be selfish sometimes to be unselfish. You need to be selfish to yourself to do what you want, so then in the future you can be unselfish. Because, you know, I know with me, when I used to work a job that I hated, I was a worse boyfriend, okay? Why? Because I'd come home from work and I'd be miserable. I wouldn't be great company because I'd be worried about going into work the next day. So I had to be selfish and start my own business, so then I could be unselfish and be a better boyfriend, so I could be a better son, so I could be a better friend, okay? I'm now in a position where if it's my friend's birthday and they want to go somewhere, they want to travel somewhere for the weekend, 99% of the time, unless I've got other like family or friend commitments, I don't have to book any time off work. I'm gonna be there. I had to be selfish in the beginning to do what I wanted to do so I could be unselfish and be a better friend. So sometimes people may think that they know what's best for you, but really they don't know what's best for you. They think they know what's best for you, but they don't. Just what might have been right for them isn't right for you. You, like I mentioned, are the 100%, the only person that makes up all of your DNA. Okay, so there's the one thing. And the second thing I want to touch on is direction, okay? Most people might have people who don't support them. A lot of other young entrepreneurs out there, I can relate. You just also are in a position where you really just don't know what you want to do with your life. You know maybe that you want to start a business, but you don't really know what you want to do. You don't know what area you want to start in. And all I would say, and this is what I did, okay, is number one, don't have a limiting belief that you can't do anything. Like if you think, for example, that if you really sit down, okay, and think about your passions, think about what you're good at, and maybe something comes up like you're really good at making YouTube videos or editing videos, or you're really good at video games or whatever, and you really want to do something and become something. This day and age with the internet and with personal branding, you can become anybody and do anything you want to as long as you're willing, say hello to my little kitten, as long as you're willing to put the effort in and go and get it, okay? You can do and become whatever the hell you want to. You know, I used to always dream of starting a business, and I never really thought it was realistic. I had no direction in my life. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I was sat down in Bali on a holiday with my partner, and I was sat there and I was like, enough's enough. Like I'm here in Bali living this life, but I've got to go back to work next week. But I want this life. I didn't know how I was going to get that. I knew I wanted this life. I wanted the life where I was sat in Bali and I could work from Bali. That is the life I wanted, and I didn't know what it was at the time. So I sat down and made a list of all the things I'm good at. And at the time I had another YouTube channel. I built up like 20,000 subscribers. So I realized I loved that YouTube channel. I wasn't getting paid for it, and I was quite good at it. So then literally the second I got home, I started to implement and plan a way that I could make money using YouTube and social media. And that in turn, over time, transformed from offering freelance services to do editing YouTube videos. I edited one YouTube video for somebody on a freelance website, and that then turned into a social media marketing client almost the day after. And then that started into social media management then turned into social media marketing, which then led to this right now, which is my favorite thing in the world to do, which is teach and train and influence other people to start their own online businesses, change lives. That is what I'm passionate about. But it was that initial getting started of experimenting, knowing what I was passionate about, getting started on that, and over time it changed and changed to turn into the part now where I'm really happy in doing my mission, my vision. This is everything that I live for, okay? Is what I am doing right now. And that all stemmed from taking that first bit of action on an interest that I had, and something I knew I was passionate about, something I also knew that I was good at, and something I was willing to work hard at, okay? So, just to sort of end out this video here, guys, I know this has been a bit sporadic. I wanted it to just be off the cuff. I wanted this to be organic. I wanted this to be real. Just sort of straight off my, straight off the dome, straight off my head, just speaking to you guys, ranting a little bit. But my advice to, young entrepreneurs out there who maybe, like I said, just want to start their online business. Maybe you don't have the support of your friends and family. Maybe you don't have the support of anybody else. Maybe you don't know how to start, whatever. The key point is, guys, is just stay true to yourself, okay? Do you. Don't do anyone else. Don't care about anyone else's opinion, because at the end of the day, when you're 100 and you're on your deathbed, you're not going to care about the opinions of other people. You're going to look back at your life and what you did. And you just need to make sure that every single day you've given it your all and you're progressing towards the best version of yourself in all aspects of life. Career, financial, spiritual, obviously, your health and your fitness, your relationships with your friends and your family, the business that you run, whatever it may be. You just need to make sure that you gave it your all every single day. And that stems from being real to yourself. To be motivated, you need to do what you love, okay? And doing what you love leads to overall more fulfillment and happiness. And it does, when you get to a position where you're doing something that you love, like I mentioned, you're going to become a better friend, a better partner. You're going to become a better work colleague, okay? So ignore the naysayers right now. All the confusion that's going on here. Try and focus, try and get rid of that confusion and narrow down to a skill, a service you want to offer, a business you want to start, a career that you want to go into. It's never too late as long as you put your mind to it. So hopefully that was a bit motivating for some young entrepreneurs out there. Like I mentioned a few years ago, I was that young entrepreneur that didn't have any direction, didn't really have a ton of support. I had some support, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying nobody supported me, some people definitely did, but a lot of people really didn't support me. They thought I was going to fail. I think a lot of people also hoped I was going to fail. But, at the end of the day, I stayed true to myself. Now I'm happier than ever, and that's led to happiness in all other areas of my life, and then with my friends and family as well. So, hopefully this, guys, helped you a ton. Thank you so much for watching this video. Drop a comment down below of your biggest takeaway from this video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.